What's good, gang? We're back again with another EK video. With another EK video. Today I mounted the fuel cell yesterday. I didn't record much because we were also sanding the car. Thanks to Princess over here. We sanded half of it and the trunk and the rear bumper. But then we ran into some complications. We ran out of sandpaper. Yeah. So, and she doesn't want to buy me sandpaper, so looks like we're gonna have to sand it on Friday whenever I get paid. And yeah, cause it's getting ready for Midori Green. So yeah, so today we're just gonna install the fuel lines that have been needing to be installed, and also fix up the brake line that is leaking over here, because the threads in the proportionating valve are screwed. So I'm gonna try to rethread it with a tap and a die and hope for the best. If not, I'm gonna have to buy a new proportionating valve. But yeah, let me go ahead and raise the car. And so I'm just mocking up the first line. We're gonna do this 90. Go ahead and tighten that little 90 from here down. I have a hole there you go, that hole down right to where the rear trailing arms are, so we can go ahead and mount up the fuel cell and the fuel filter and the fuel pump. We'll wire up that, mount it up, and then we'll have another line going from the end of the fuel pump to the front of the car to the fuel pressure regulator, and then just the one line back. So yeah, my assistant over here is gonna help me tighten up this first fitting. Now we gotta mark it, see where we gotta cut the line, and then we'll go ahead and jack up the car and start mounting up that. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and mount up the gauge to the fuel pressure regulator. So yeah, okay. So like that, yeah, I'll screw this. But my assistant is gonna do it. You know, I'm just taking off this to make sure everything's good in there. Alright, I'm the assistant. Go ahead. Here you go. Switch cameras. Hold on. Let me see. Oh! Well, she just had an insurance claim and I will not cover it. What do I do? Put it here? Yep. Hold on. Pero sin miedo. Is it? More? More. More? Yeah. So you can. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab this 10 wrench. I think it's a 10. It's a 12. Okay. Here you go. Tighten it. So yeah, my assistant's here tightening it. So yeah, I'll cut back to whenever she finishes. My assistant just mounted it perfectly. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and let's put this back in there. Now we're gonna go to the engine bay and find a place to mount the bracket so it fits perfectly. Okay, whatever she's doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I just went ahead and mounted the regulator right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and run the line from the fuel cell to the fuel pump and all the way to the front. So yeah, we'll catch you guys under the car. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hold on, we need some flash. Hi. So, well, I was gonna try to tighten this, but I need a bigger wrench. Well, we're gonna go ahead and install the line here. So, may I borrow that? So I ran the line from here down over there towards over here through the bar right there, and I mounted up the fuel pump and the fuel filter, so this is all perfect. So then tomorrow morning, well, tomorrow, sorry, I'll go ahead and finish that line all the way to the front, and then to the regulator, and then all the way back. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So that's it for tonight. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Morning, boys. it's the next day or the next 2 seconds for you guys in the video. My day off of work, and really loud plane, Jesus Christ, and it's really bright, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I gotta throw that out, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go have a lunch or brunch with the wife, and after that I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to work on that fuel pump and that fuel cell. So catch you guys right after that. And we're back. So yeah, I took some brunch with the wife, and then it started raining a bit. Now it's really damn hot, so I guess it's time to work on the car. I gotta grab my jack and my tools real quick. So today's mission is to route the AN line all the way to the front and all the way to the back, and maybe hopefully wire up the fuel pump. I have most of the things I need for it, like inline fuel relays, wire relays or whatever, and the fuse holders. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, and also finish sanding off this quarter panel and this door, mark off all the dents I have. See a couple dents there, get the bundle those off, and then also try to sand the front end, because she is getting ready for paint, as I stated, and I'm gonna be doing it all myself. That's the whole goal with this car, to be honest. I would say I'm somewhat mechanically inclined, maybe a little bit. I do everything myself, like for my Civic, the FA5, and this one too. And so that's just the whole goal. I don't want to take anything to the shop. I did take my FA5 to the shop to get painted. I took it to a painting shop, but obviously that FA5, I have more sentimental value towards it, and I actually wanted to splurge the 1,500 that it was to paint that car. That was like 3 years ago though, so it's obviously gone up. But this car is honestly just gonna be a race car, legit a race car. No interior, quirky bucket seats, all the bells and whistles of a race car. So honestly, I don't really care too much. I just wanted it to be one color compared to this black that was already faded, all dinged up, everything. It just wasn't good. So yeah, so we're gonna paint the Midori green. Me and Jason have decided on that color. I've always wanted that color, so yeah. You guys will also see a video on that. I'm gonna show you real quick everything I've bought to do this paint job. See, I got the bundle back there. It's just a box of spare parts, and here's literally everything for the paint job. Obviously this is a smaller compressor, but with a portable air tank, this should do the job very nicely. Paint gun, everything. And I'm gonna be making my own setup on a booth, a paint booth, and yeah, so she's gonna be ready to paint real soon. I got mostly everything that I need, and yeah, so I'm just honestly waiting till I get paid to go ahead and buy the paint and buy the primer and the clear coat and all that, and then after that it's just get ready to paint it. So yeah, you guys will probably see that video sometime next week, depending how long it takes, and for me to edit and all that stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and jack up the car even more, because these little jacks are absolutely nothing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Just went ahead and jacked up the car, jack stand under it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, because I don't know if you guys could see last night on that video too much of where I placed everything and what I did. My God, it is really hot. Oh my God. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys that. So right now I'm on a dolly, and yeah, so I had routed it right from the tank over there through here, and this is where I'm on the pump. It's pretty sturdy. Went ahead and let me tighten these bolts more, but mounted it to where the gas tank used to be, a little plate, and then now we're just gonna route it all the way to the front. So yeah, let me go ahead and start seeing where I'm gonna put everything, and I'll catch you guys now. I went ahead and mounted this part So, well, just lightly. So what I think I'm gonna do is just route it straight through this tunnel where the exhaust is supposed to go. But obviously this car's gonna be turboed and it's gonna be hood dump, so it doesn't matter. And then I see that there is bolt holes, hopefully a 10mm thread for just, you know, any bolts. So I have these little leftover of these to go ahead and hold up these fuel lines. So let me go ahead and extend it. Actually no, we're gonna go ahead and tighten this up here and start making the little fuel hangers for that. So I'll catch you guys right now. So again, it is really hot outside, but here's the first one routed to that line. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it up though and make this a little bit less of a slack. And then there's 3 more times we have to do that. Well, 2 more times. And then yeah, so we're pretty good. I use these nuts and bolts, well, hex nuts, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and catch you guys once I finish the other 2 and have it in the engine bay. So I went ahead and mounted it there all the way to another mounting point up here. It's pretty stable. I'll probably go ahead and find another mounting point. And then now we're just gonna leave it to the front of the regulator, cut the line, and then reverse the line all the way back. Hopefully I have enough. I don't know, I don't think so, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll catch you guys up there. So boys, we routed all the way to the front, and here we are. And so here's where the fuel pressure regulator is mounted. So we're just gonna cut ourselves this much. I had to order a 10-foot roll, an extra one. I don't know if I stated that, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab the angle grinder, cut that off, put the fitting on the end, and yeah, and then we're gonna do that. And then while we wait for that 10-foot roll to come in, I'm gonna go ahead and we have this much extra, so we're gonna cut about half of it to use for this end that goes to the fuel rail. Obviously it's missing, there is no vehicle, I mean no engine, so we're just gonna, you know, give ourselves enough leverage so we can, you know, try to also tuck it and, you know, get that all out of the way. And then we just need to make, obviously again, engine's not here, but an imaginary engine is here. So fuel rail ends about right here, so this is where it'll go all the way through the back to the fuel cell as the return. So yeah, hopefully that 10-foot line and a little bit of this will make it work. And yeah, pretty much that's just what we're gonna do for now. And then also when the fuel rail, when the line comes, the sandpaper comes, so we're gonna go ahead and sand the whole car too. So yeah, we got a lot to do today. And then tomorrow I won't have much to post. I won't post anything. Nothing's gonna be, you know, able for the Civic to be done, like any work to be done to it. So yeah, and then on Friday whenever I get paid, I'll probably take you guys along with me to go ahead and get the paint, everything, the primer, show you guys all that. And then we'll probably get started on Friday. I want to really get started on Friday on the paint shop. I'm really excited. I'll probably go ahead and paint first the bumpers or something easy, so I could just get a good feel for it, you know, see how it is. But yeah guys, I'll catch you guys now. Went ahead, line cut, put the fitting on one end, and then I'm just gonna tighten this really hard and then connect it to the regulator. And then yeah, see if I can find a place to like mount this pretty good, because you know, just under the brake line isn't that good, but we'll see. And then I'll go ahead and start cutting this line, seeing where I have to mock it up, look at a couple pictures. So let me just go ahead and put that together. So the first line is officially done. Away from the back to there, boom, mounted. This plate, paint's shipping, whatever, I'll have to repaint it anyways. Boom, all mounted, done. So next I'm gonna go ahead and fab up the line that goes from here to the fuel rail. So I would say like the engine's gonna be like right there in the middle. Pretty small motor, pretty big engine bay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and cut that and, you know, do the ends so that we could see, you know, where we stand. So yeah guys, catch you guys in a bit. So I searched up a couple pictures of EK engine bays and, well, stumbled upon this and a couple other ones just to see where the motor lines up with the fuel rail and all that, and found this perfect one. And so the motor, the fuel rail, starts from where the originating valve is all the way to the front. So you can see right there. And ends up about to the distance of the motor mount. So I already lined up the line that I have to cut to make it from there to around here. And yeah. And then same thing for the back. From literally the corner edge right here-ish, we'll give ourselves a little bit more room to cut or whatever. And it's just from like right here all the way back. So yeah, I'm also painting the lines, as you can see, so you won't be so attracted towards them. It'll look way better. So yeah, so I ended up painting them all white, and now it sticks out a little bit less than, you know, than it being copper and, you know, pretty shitty bends, whatever. So yeah, now the paint dries, I'm gonna go ahead and let that oh my god, this dog. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, so then I can just tuck that one. And then I just made this line a little bend right in there, and yeah, so I need to go and get a fitting that fits right there so it can get plugged in. So I'll catch you guys now once I have this all finished and mocked up. And yeah, so now my assistant has finally came to help after 10 years. But we fucked up because we found extra lines under that fuel regulator kit that I could have used instead of fabbing up my own line myself. But I mean, hey, for eyeballing it, this was pretty spot on. So yeah, we did this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and, through my head, you know, make up the return line. And yeah, and then we're also waiting still for that 10-foot line so I can make it all the way to the fuel cell. But till then, I'm just gonna wow, I'm gonna put the fittings on that end, and yeah, call it a day for now. So finally, sandpaper came in. Amazon, best place to find sandpaper. Came in so I could sand it, and the extra 10 feet I had ordered. So to just combine it, I just went ahead and put a fitting on both ends, combined it with this little joint, and yeah, so here we are. I got my assistant holding it, so I could just, you know, pull it all the way from the bottom down. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys when I have it already at the fuel tank.
He's gonna catch you guys like this.
Alright guys, so yeah, so here we had routed this line, is the return. So here's the one that feeds into the fuel rail. That's the return out of the fuel rail all the way back. And so what I did was just go ahead down here. So this is the one, zip tied it right here to the fuel sending one, then all the way back, mounted it there, put a zip tie to just hold both of them together, then all the way over here, tighten it down there, all the way back to the fuel pump, and then put a little metal hose clamp to hold it down, and then straight into the tank. Okay, let me show you how that is over there. So here we had it routed from there down over there, routed over here, because it did end up being a little bit longer, but I would really, if you're gonna do this whole system, recommend 30 feet. I did mine with 30 feet. I had just a little bit extra, so that's what I would recommend. And then yeah, and so right there, a little 180, 90, whatever it is. And yeah, so now this is all finally done. I'm gonna give this a little quick wash right there. It's a little bit dirty. And then yeah, so now for the wiring, somewhere in these boxes are all the relays and all the fuse taps and whatever it is. So honestly, I'll do that another day, but for today we're done with this finally, about time. And so yeah, so now I'm gonna get started on sanding it. So you guys will see another video on, you know, the whole thing being put together. But until then, man, catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.